Hello and welcome to Marathon Recon, a mile-by-mile preview of the 2018 LA Marathon. I'm Martise Moore, the Run Faster coach, and today we're running mile 12 of the official course, and I have the privilege of running with my friend Jessica. Hello. Jessica's run this race several times, in fact 5 times in a row, so we're going to find out all her experiences and if she can give some really good tips.
Let's do it,
let's get everything out of her. Let's get going.
Are you ready?
All right, Jessica, well, thanks for joining us today. This part of the race, how do you usually feel? Because you're almost at the halfway point. So
12 miles.
What's this part like right now?
It's so exciting. You're running along the stars.
So we're on Hollywood Boulevard, and it's really flat right here.
And it can get busy. This is where you have a lot of the crowds. LA Marathon does an amazing marathon. A lot of times they'll have starstruck people come out and really support you. So that gets exciting. So mile 12, okay, so when I think of the marathon, the first 5 miles is the warm-up. Okay, we're warming up. And then right after mile 5, that's when the work starts. When you first start the marathon, you're like kind of going around the crowd and stuff. But by mile 12, right around now, Thai-town, you should be relaxed, calm. And it's exciting. 25, almost 30,000 people running alongside you. I love it.
Yeah, and there's lots to see around here, guys. So
yeah,
lots of interesting shops.
We're looking.
This is definitely the tourist area, and see different things.
You don't get this mile, you don't get it anywhere else in the country.
No.
All these exciting shops, very exciting.
Yes.
But also the stars that you're honoring and you're running by that you'll remember forever. And it's LA, baby. LA.
Cool. So why did you first run this in the first place? Like, why did you decide to do a run, and now you're doing like 5 of this? So obviously you like it.
I love it.
So why did you decide to do it the first time?
Absolutely. So I am a social worker. I work for LA County. And this job is a hard job. See, you can't beat this. Working for the department isn't a rewarding job, but very hard. So a friend of mine said, hey, did you know that there's 1,000 people that come together on Venice Beach? Road runners. And they come together and they'll train you. And I go, really? And it started in 2000, and I do 3 to 4 marathons a year. I love it.
Wow, so you still train with LA Road Runners?
I don't. I stopped a few years ago. I had some babies.
Okay.
Bought some houses.
Okay.
So the kids, I can't really bring them along all the time.
Okay.
But I did just qualify for the Boston Marathon.
Nice! Woo!
So it's taken me almost 17 years to do. But I did it.
Wow!
2019.
Congratulations!
Oh, it was amazing. I did
2019, so you're going to do it next year.
I missed the 2018 cutoff, so I'm running 2019, and I did it with the Ventura Marathon.
Nice, very nice.
I love it. This is my medicine. I love my job, but it is very hard.
Right.
I wish someone had told me, hey, go for a run. You just need a really good pair of sneakers and get out there. Don't need the gym, don't need a swimming pool.
Right.
Just go.
Right. And you have a really interesting story about, part of the motivation of you continuing to run.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yeah. So, you see?
Lots of supporters on this mile.
This is an exciting
This is not even official.
So my 2 brothers and I think, are the only foster kids in the country to have obtained postgraduate degrees. So we emancipated out of foster care.
Wow.
And really running for me is medicine. But I want to have other foster kids know that they can be healthy, they can feel good about themselves, and it just means going out their front door and going for a run.
Right. Well, that's really inspiring. Wow.
I love it. And I do work with a bunch of different groups to help encourage foster kids. I mean, not only is your life tough, you don't have a mom and dad that can take care of you, but you don't always feel good about yourself.
Right.
I'm telling you, when I first start running, I run every morning at like 4:30 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
The first 5 minutes, no, I want to go back to bed.
Right.
But after 10 minutes, and this morning, a good 6.5 mile run, I feel amazing.
Yeah, and that's a good point, because training for a marathon requires a lot of things that you don't necessarily want to do. Like get up at 4:30 in the morning.
So everyone that gets up and does this run, let me say, it means getting up when it's dark.
Right.
Know that you're not by yourself. There are other people like me who are crazy, but you put yourself first and you feel good. Look at this, is amazing.
Yeah, look at all these people here.
I mean,
oh, we gotta hurry.
Anywhere else in the country, you have thousands of people. In Hollywood, Hollywood, baby.
Yeah, we're in the thick of it now, guys. So we're coming up on the Dolby Theater and Chinese Theater.
It's just so exciting. It's such an international city. The LA Marathon is definitely a destination marathon.
Right.
Boston qualifier if you can do it. But I love it.
You're good if you can qualify for Boston on this marathon.
Yeah. It's an up and down course. Do your hills, do your training, do your homework. Be good for yourself. Running. What else can you do? You can't cook, you can't fold laundry, you just run.
Yeah, and getting back to the getting up at the butt crack of dawn thing.
Yep.
Basically, that's what you got to do on race day. So hopefully you're doing that in your training.
Absolutely.
Especially as the marathon gets closer, you want to mimic exactly what you're going to do on race day.
Nothing new, no new foods, no new equipment.
Right.
And let me add, for those who really love running, I'm starting to run without music. I'm paying attention because it can get crowded.
Like right here. Yeah.
That's how races are. So especially a very big race like LA Marathon, it can get really crowded. And while you want your beats, you want your good music, you don't want to fall. One of the things I do, definitely the night before, 2 nights before, I lay all my stuff out. And I have emergency safety pins.
Right here, we're passing the Chinese Man Theater. I see that.
Amazing.
There's the crowds. Oh, and there's Spider-Man.
Where is he? Where
Right
is he?
over there. He's across the street.
Oh, I like those tights, let me tell you. A handsome guy in tights, you can't beat that.
Okay.
So, no new shoes, no new socks, no new food. Keep everything what you've been doing. Taking a little break from the crazy Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah, now we get to go downhill, so this is pretty cool. This is a narrow street though, so
enjoy that breeze. You know, it's a little bit warmer today, so it's really important to prepare. You're not like drinking a ton of liquids and eating a ton of food because you don't want to get a cramp. It really can't be anything new. I run in Asics. I buy 2 pairs of shoes, and I'll rotate those shoes.
Right.
And just keep it nice and relaxed.
Yeah, and that's really good advice too, in terms of rotating your shoes.
Yep.
We're gonna cross, right? We'll go this way. Then we'll cross.
So
You don't want to miss one of the highlights of this race.
here we go. Here we go. Lots of nice turns.
So we're still going downhill on Orange Drive.
So it's mile 12. You're still feeling like you have a good amount of energy. It's really important to think about saving a little energy, not using up. You're still conserving.
Right.
I think of it as like hiding some energy in your knees, so when you can call upon it.
Right. Yeah. And you know, this part of the race is usually pretty shady around here, so this is one of the
and let me give props to all the amazing volunteers. Those people who handed out oranges, bananas, Twizzlers. Thank you. I personally thank you. I could not do this without each and every volunteer and family member.
Ooh, and I'm already starting to get the smells of this.
Is In-N-Out close by?
Yes, that's why we had to cross the street.
In-N-Out?
It's straight ahead. This is
LA.
why we had to cross the street, guys, because we had to be close.
I'm gonna get it animal style.
So remember, mile 12, bathrooms and In-N-Out. But you probably don't want to eat In-N-Out till after the race. Just
try to hit the bathrooms before you start the race.
For sure.
You'll have nerves. Don't worry about the lines. Run your own race.
Right.
You know, it's the same in foster care. It's the same as a social worker. Every person's journey is different. It's not a competition against others. It's your own race. when you cross that start and when you finish.
Woo-hoo.
In and out, baby.
Definitely an LA icon. You guys gotta, you know, when you're here, you're turning right onto Sunset.
Yeah.
And it smells really good. Use those smells to propel you forward, because now it's going a little bit uphill as we get to near the end of mile 12.
This is a good reminder, Martise, to think about doing your homework now as we're getting closer to race day. There's no magic that happens on the day of the race,
Right.
and it's even more stressful. Get your homework done, get up, get your runs done.
Right.
So on the day of the race, you can try to relax as best you can.
Right.
For me, I know some of the things I'm worried about is, did I get enough long runs in? You know, you don't want to injure yourself.
Yes. And that's so very, very important, because now that we're about a month and a half out from the race, and some of you guys haven't done 20 miles yet.
There's no magic that's going to sprinkle on you on the day of the race.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another good thing. Now is the time to go shopping at Goodwill. Get those old sweatshirts and old blankets.
Oh yeah, good.
Wear them.
Good one.
Because around mile 5, well, for me, mile 2 to 5, you can toss them to the side and they'll get recycled and donated. So make sure to get some of your old sweatshirts and clothes. Because in the morning at Dodger Stadium,
it's gonna be cold.
Baby. But by mile 12, you would have already shed them.
Yeah, oh yeah. You'll probably shed them right before you start, maybe.
Okay, one of my favorite ice cream places that many people don't know is right here on La Brea and Sunset, called Mashed Tea Malone's.
Oh.
The best Persian ice cream you can get anywhere in the world.
Wow.
It's right there.
I'm going to check that out.
Mashed Tea Malone's.
Never had Persian ice cream before.
Oh, delicious.
Well, we're here at the end of mile 12.
Woo, you did
So I want to thank my special guest, Jessica, for giving us all her wonderful expert advice, and she is such a veteran on this race.
Yeah, and if you want to hear more about foster care, how you can support children who are in foster care, there's a great race called Foster the Future, or look me up, Jessica Ambrose, A to Z.
Okay, we'll definitely post that link with the video. And if anybody has any other questions about mile 12 or any other aspect of the LA Marathon race, please go to GreenRunnerLA.com.
Shout out from Australia, man.
Oh, Australia! Good day, mate. Well, coming at you from down under. We'll see you on mile 13. Keep running, everybody.
Bye.